The first half of the year has officially wrapped up, and it's time for the second half to shine. In this video, we're diving into the newest BL series releasing this July and what you can expect from them. If I left out a few titles, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Without further ado, let's get started. Beginning our list with Bittersweet Love. Kicking off our lineup, we have a Chinese BL, and judging by the trailer, the main couple's dynamic is a walking red flag. Look, a toxic relationship is a hard pass in real life, but on screen, it screams immaculate chemistry, delicious tension, and premium drama. We love a beautiful fictional dumpster fire. Bittersweet Love follows the story of Liu Xiaofan, who leaves his rural roots to marry into a wealthy Beijing family, only to quickly realize the marriage is a sham. His fortunes shift when he meets his sophisticated new brother-in-law, Bei Luqing, and desperately attempts to become a trusted friend or confidant in his life. However, destiny and mounting pressures ultimately force Xiaofan into the unconventional role of Lu Qing's lover, leaving him to wonder if he has gone too far. Next on our list, The Servant Prince. Japan has been absolutely feeding us with BL series lately. Sure, not every single one is a masterpiece, but hey, at least we have a massive buffet of options to choose from. Even if a few dishes taste a bit weird, we definitely aren't going hungry. The Servant Prince follows the story of Goto Naoya, a once wealthy high school prince who loses everything, and Sato Takaki, his former errand boy turned successful IT CEO. Despite their completely reversed social standings 10 years later, Takaki remains faithfully by Naoya's side, devoting himself to the proud but unemployed man like a servant. Bound by a warped history of resentment and dependence, the resurfacing of their unspoken love begins to transform their fragile dynamic into something far more complicated. Also included on our list, Ordinary Love. What did I tell you? Japan's BL buffet is endless, and here comes the next course. Honestly, I need to adjust my calendar and add an 8th day to the week, because how on earth are we supposed to finish all of these series? Ordinary Love follows the story of colleagues Fumihara Ichiro and Higashi Kei, who bond over movies and unexpectedly enter a relationship after Ichiro confesses he is gay. However, their connection is challenged by Ichiro's past trauma and a 12-year age gap, alongside Kei's history of never having felt romantic attraction before. 1 year into their relationship, both men must confront their deepest insecurities to discover if the life they are building can truly become the ordinary love they have both been searching for. Here comes another Japanese BL you might want to check out next month. I have seen the trailer and I'm definitely tuning in once this comes out. This looks fun and has a light story overall, so I hope this doesn't disappoint. This Japanese BL follows the story of university student Hisaki Inosuke, who unexpectedly ends up working for Akumi Hideaki, the handsome but troubled company president who once saved him from a groper. Despite a challenging 17-year age gap and a complicated boss-employee dynamic, the two find themselves deeply drawn to one another and gradually fall into a sincere romance. As their feelings deepen, Inosuke grows determined to become someone who can protect the man he loves, leading them both to change each other in unexpected and heartfelt ways. The fifth spot on our list, Sin and Love. From the makers of Tide of Love, a brand new Korean BL is dropping this month. Sin and Love follows the story of a collapsing power system in a city ruled by corruption, desire, and hidden games where human lives are treated as mere bargaining chips. A mysterious kidnapping soon exposes a buried network of crimes, unraveling misaligned identities, systemic corruption, and a long suppressed past. Within this dangerous world where love is weaponized for control, the ultimate chaos stems from a forgotten relationship that began 10 years ago and never truly ended. The fourth Japanese BL on our list. Summer clouds bring love and chaos. I swear to God, Japanese BLs have titles longer than my grocery list. But as long as the chemistry is hitting and the plot is good, I guess we'll let it slide. This BL follows the story of Takemiya Natsuki, a high school senior whose miserable summer changes when his sister hires her boyfriend, Kabeko Sota, as his tutor. Though initially annoyed by Sota's perfect demeanor, Natsuki is slowly won over by his warmth and develops unexpected feelings. With critical entrance exams looming, he desperately struggles to suppress a crush that is completely off limits. The comeback BL of the year, Peach and Me. The first season had a literal chokehold on me, mostly because the production value was just top tier. Look, I'm not even the biggest Pond Puin stan, but they acted down so hard they basically forced XylonAkauMSTS to give us a sequel. Honestly, respect where respect is due. Peach and Me follows the story of T and Peach's life after their wedding. When T resolves to finally get a grip, he kicks off their marriage by taking Peach on 6 consecutive months of honeymoons, forcing Peach to take an extended leave of absence from work. Meanwhile, Rome steps up to take over as the leader of Arsini while T eventually shifts his focus toward his career at XylonAkauMSTS. The 8th spot on our list, Love Destiny. This is officially the show where I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. The trailer looks immaculate, and the chemistry between the leads is so fine it should actually be illegal. If this series lets me down, my lawyers will be in touch. Look, we've seen a million historical dramas by now, but apparently, I am weak for time travel and yearning because this kind of plot never gets old. Recycle it all you want. I'm seated. Love Destiny follows the story of Great, a modern surgeon who wakes up in the past inside the body of someone who is despised by many. Unable to return to the present, he is forced to adapt to life in ancient Ayutthaya. By staying true to his kind and optimistic nature, he gradually wins over the people around him. Next on our list, Be My Player 2. After seeing them thrive in their previous series, I'm so hyped to see Maxki and Bass running the show as the main leads. This storyline is the perfect spotlight for them. Even if it's too early to know if the directing or pacing will betray us, their chemistry is the ultimate insurance policy. It simply never lets us down. Be My Player 2 follows the story of Fee, a sharp-tongued top streamer determined to track down Zoe, a mysterious rookie gamer who managed to defeat him. What begins as a relentless hunt for a digital rival unexpectedly transforms into a sweet discovery of love. The last on our list, your third, Max Nat's highly anticipated comeback BL is almost here. Now, we don't have a formal release date just yet, but according to the boys themselves, it's supposed to air this July. Look, please take this with a massive grain of salt because BL schedules give me major trust issues and everything can change at the last minute. But if they actually push through with it, we are eating good this month. Your third follows the story of Sam, who flees to a remote island after his older brother steals the person he secretly loved. Desperate to bring him home, his brother sends his ambitious right-hand man, Jem, on a strict 2-week retrieval mission. However, tracking down the angsty runaway is tough, and getting him to willingly return pushes Jem to his absolute limits. And that wraps up the newest BLs to watch out for this July. Which upcoming show is at the top of your watch list? Thank you for watching. That's it and see you on the next one.